What is up, air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What is good? What it do? We're going to take a little look here tonight and see what's going on with the new person. Haven't really hit on the new person that much this month, so we're going to see what we can dig up here. So this is going to be one mini reading for each air sign. One for Gemini, one for Libra, one for Aquarius. For those of you who are in need of a personal reading, all the information is right down here in the description of this video. And this week, our next round of weekly live readings is going to be on Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So you can pre-order anytime on my website, $25. And they're read in the order of which they come in. And right now, the list of pre-orders is pretty small. So if you order right now, you'll be in the very front of the line. But if you don't want to, you don't have to sit through the whole video looking for your reading, waiting to hear it. You can always come back when the playback is posted, and all the readings will be time-stamped in the comments. And on that note, you don't have to have your name read out loud either. There's also a place on my website where you can put what name you would rather be referred to as. So if you want to be anonymous, just say anonymous. If you want an alias, say whatever you want. Virgo 1111 or whatever you want to be called. So, yeah, this week it'll be Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. All the information is in the description. All right, let's hop on into this. Gemini. Let's see what's happening. Just a general energetic overview between Gemini and the new person. How are things looking, universe? Gemini and the new person. How's it looking? How's it looking? Quick, general, energetic overview. Nine of Wands reversed. Okay, that's good. So this person is letting their guard down. That's a good thing. Okay, there we go. Boom, Justice reversed. Fool reversed, though. So, and the Ace of Swords reversed. So this person is letting their guard down, slowly but surely. But somebody here, I can't tell who yet, but somebody here still isn't confident enough to just jump in head first. You know, communication may be a little bit funny, a little bit awkward. And with the Seven of Cups here, there may be suspicion that, you know, there's other people involved. So maybe some doubt or uncertainty, or maybe for some of you, just straight up trust issues. I don't know. But so things are moving along kind of slow and awkward and honestly looking a little bit bumpy. But you're not walking away from this. You're not walking away. They're not walking away. So nobody's getting ghosted. Nobody's getting broke up with. But, I mean, it does honestly look, when it all comes down to it, kind of looks pretty awkward. Some of you dealing with a Pisces also have Aries and Libra. Got another Aries card there. You know, it could be anybody. Those are just energies. All right, well, let's see what their feelings, energies, and intentions are. New person. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? New person Gemini's dealing with. Whoop, whoop. Ace of Wands. Okay. Hang on. Oh, Nine of Cups reversed. All right. Well, this is kind of telling me that this person is ready to start new and start fresh. You know what it is, though? Yeah, okay. So this person's ready to start new and start fresh. For some of you, it almost kind of feels like they're fresh out of a relationship, maybe. whether they're fresh out or not, they still got a tie to a past person. But I don't feel like they're trying to get back with a past person. They want to start a new cycle. They're ready to start new, start fresh. Now here's where things become annoying, is that this person is lonely, empty, needy. They want to be in a relationship. You know, they have that lonely, empty, needy, codependent void in their heart. But at the same time, they're scared of falling in love. Unbeknownst to them, though, it's not love that they're afraid of. They know, they believe that codependency energy is love. So when they get into codependency connections, that always ends up going to shit. I don't have time to sit and break down the energetic principles behind why that happens, but that's what fucking happens. And in their mind, they know that if I become attached to somebody and that codependency attachment, it's going to end up going to shit. So I'm lonely and empty, but I'm scared to death of falling in love. Like I said, though, it's not love that they're afraid of. They're afraid of becoming attached to somebody, but they don't know that. They're not aware of that. So anyway, their intentions are solid. I think they're just scared. They're scared. They're afraid that they're going to fall stupid, slap the fucking love with you. And then one day you going to wake up and the wind's blowing in a different direction and you're going to say, I'm not feeling this no more. And you're just going to bounce out on them and fucking destroy them. That's what they're afraid of. But they're ready to settle down with their life partner. Looks pretty damn solid to me. The signs I have on the table: Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Aquarius. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Okay, well, let's get the advice here then. What's the advice for Gemini and the new person? What's the advice? Gemini and the new person. What's the advice? Boop, boop, be doo. What's the advice? Gemini and the new person. Boom, boom, boom. Queen of coins. Ten of coins, queen of coins. Okay, king of coins. Look, check this out. So, and the nine of cups. I was gonna say it, but okay. So, first thing you have to do is somehow, some way, prove to this person that you ain't gonna do them like that. Now, how do you do that? How do you do that? That can be challenging, especially the more trips around the block a person takes. That can become more and more and more challenging. Because everybody fucking says that, don't they? Everybody says that. I would feel safe betting that we've all been there, right? Show of hands. How many of you have been there? How many of you have met somebody and they swear up and down and all the way around that they ain't gonna do you like that? They swear on their mama's grave, on their kids' lives, on their granny grave, swear up and down and all the way around on anything and everything that was ever sacred to them. I ain't gonna do you like that. You ain't never met a motherfucker quite like me. I'm one in a million. You ain't never gonna meet nobody like me. Me, myself, and I and me. I am the greatest thing to walk planet Earth since sliced fucking bread. And then what do? Turn right around and do exactly what they said they wasn't gonna do, right? How many of you have been there? I bet we all have. If you haven't, be careful, because it's probably coming. So how do you prove it? How do you prove that you ain't gonna do that? Time. Time, patience, consistency, and emotional independence. You got to be able to show up and show out, be who you say you are, do what you say you gonna do. You make sure that your actions match up with your words and your words match up with your actions, and remain solid with yourself. Solid enough to be able to give this person a big, long leash and let them handle their situation however the fuck they want. Let them open up on their own terms however the fuck they want. And eventually, as long as they're looking for it, they'll see that you're the real deal. As long as they're looking for it. And I do think that this person is looking for it. I think so. Because at the end of the day, you can't make someone see you a certain way. So if somebody's not looking for the good in you, they're not going to see the good in you. That all boils down to the point of just be unapologetically, authentically you. And they're going to see you however they want to see you. If they want to see the good, they'll see the good. If they want to see the bad, they're going to see the bad. So I think that if you can remain solid and patient, this person will start letting their guard down more and more and more and more, because they're already letting it down. That was the first card that came out. All right. Okie dokie, Libra. 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 Let's get a quick general energetic overview of what's going on between Libra and the new person. Libra and the new person. How are things looking between Libra and the new, person? We got, I really don't want to speak on that yet. Let's see what else comes through. Man, what's this? Ah, okay. Okay. I'm not going to be able to avoid it, am I? I'm not going to be able to avoid it. Past heartbreak. Past heartbreak. Okay. I knew it, dude. All right. Look. Ba-boom. 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 Past energy. Really past energy. God damn it, man. Somebody here, and I don't think it's you. These could go both ways. But this feels like the person that you're dealing with. At least the way it feels to me. Is carrying a lot of past vibrational baggage into this situation. Thank you, Chi B, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. So you can feel that something is off. You are picking up on something seriously off. You just may not quite know what it is. Now, the way we typically tend to operate as humans is as soon as we pick up on an intuitive nudge that tells us that something is off, the ego immediately gets to work trying to concoct the most efficient defense mechanism that it possibly can. And what does it do? It reaches back into the past and grabs the worst case scenario and brings that to the forefront and puts that right in front of your face. It's just the way it works, man. That's the way the ego brain works. We're all like that. Now, I don't know if that's accurate yet or not, because this is just an energetic overview mainly from your perspective. You could be 100% accurate, or maybe you just fucking tripping. I don't really know yet, but woo, there's some serious questions being asked here. Yeah. This looks like it's hanging on by a thread. This ain't gonna last much longer with this energy here. Oh no, it doesn't matter what's going on. This energy, oh shit, you're building a house of cards here. No pun intended. All right, let's look at the signs I have on the table here. I have Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn. Okay. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Now, I want to see, man. I want to see what their energy really is. I want to see what this person's energy really be looking like. So, let's see their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions. New person Libra's dealing with. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Seven of Wands reversed. Okay. Emperor reversed. Ace of Swords. 10 of Wands reversed. 2 of Swords. 8 of Cups. 5 of Wands. Okay. Okay. So, is something off? Yeah. But is it what you think it is? Not really, no. Not really. Not really. Now, don't get it twisted. I don't blame you one bit for drawing this conclusion. I could see where one could come to this conclusion. If I was face to face with somebody who was exuding this particular energy, I might start floating to that worst case scenario too myself. But I don't think that's quite what it is. I think this mainly has to do with this person being incredibly fucking insecure. Mainly. That's the core of the issue. This person is just extremely insecure. No, I don't think that they are trying to get back with their ex or playing games with you or nothing like that. They're just extremely fucking insecure. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of abandonment, you know? And maybe for some of you, let me think of how I'm going to word this. They may perceive you as being a little bit extra. Not saying you are extra. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. But whether you are or you're not, that's how they see you, as being a little bit extra. And I mean, honestly, let's be real about it. An insecure individual is easily intimidated, and an insecure individual that's easily intimidated, it's not hard for them to view pretty much fucking anybody as being extra, right? So, yeah. Thank you, Crystal, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Well, let's just get the advice. Let's get the advice. What's the advice for Libra and the new person? What's the advice? Libra and the new person. Hey, 10 of Cups, man. There's a lot of potential here. There's a whole lot of potential. But the tension has got to subside. It has to. The tension has got to subside. Now, I try to make it a really strong point to explain this to my clients all the time, okay? Because let me just preface this really quickly, okay? My goal as a reader is not to just simply answer your questions and tell you what's going to happen. That's not the end goal. I can do that for you. But when readers do that, that doesn't help you. That helps you about as much as your friend who sits next to you in class and gives you the answers to the test. That's how much that helps you. It'll give you a quick fix there for the moment, but it doesn't teach you a damn thing in the long run. What are you going to do the next time you find yourself in a situation like this? Just keep running back to your friend for the answers? Sadly, lots of fucking people use divination tools and tarot readers and psychics for that very fucking reason. My goal is if you watch one of my videos or you come to me for a reading, I hope to be able to send you on your way armed with a little bit of knowledge and wisdom that if you choose to, you can apply it to your situation. And hopefully it'll help you develop a better relationship with the universe so that one of these days you can spread your own wings and fly. And if you don't want to, you never have to come back to me or anybody else for guidance ever again. That's the goal. Now, having said that, it doesn't matter why the trust issues are there. Doesn't matter. Let's play devil's advocate for just a second. Let's say you just fucking tripping. Let's just pretend for a second that this person is the most benevolent, innocent, loyal, honest, perfect little fucking person on God's green earth, and you just fucking tripping. What difference does that make? It doesn't make a difference. That energy will still sabotage the connection. And me telling you what their intentions are, that's not going to provide the energetic clarity of you actually connecting with this person at a deep enough level so that you feel what their intentions are. See what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So, I'm not saying that it's wrong for you to ask about somebody's intentions. That's not what I'm saying. I want you to know, though, that the energetic properties of a situation like this, that connection has to happen at the deepest level. It has to. It has to. And there is no tarot reader, there's no psychic, astrologer, rune reader, palm reader who can tell you anything that will make that happen. Okay? So, that energy has to go away. Or at least start improving. At least start improving. So, I wouldn't let it go much longer with this tense energy the way it is. Now, I can't give you any like serious time frames. This is a general video. But if you was to come to me for a personal reading and this was your situation, depending on how long you've been dealing with this person, I would say set some sort of time frame, like a month, for example. And you use that month doing every goddamn thing you can to try to dig to the root of the issue and find out what's going on with this person so that there can be energetic and intentional transparency so that you at least understand what their intentions are. You see what I'm saying? Because if that doesn't happen, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they have good intentions or bad. Doesn't matter if you're accurate or you just tripping. That will manifest a worst case scenario. You feel me? All right. Aquarius. Let's see what's happening with Aquarius and the new person. General energetic overview. General energetic overview between Aquarius and the new person. What's happening, universe? 3 more shuffles, 3 more. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Oh, shit. That's not cool for that to be the very first card straight out the gate like that. Damn, dog. Damn, dog. The fuck? Okay. Damn, dog. So, you you are really, really unsure about what you want to do with this situation here. Like, seriously. Seriously, you are really holding a lot back. Holding a lot back. Trying to make a decision as to what's going to happen here, because this does not look good. I think your prognosis of this person in this situation is pretty fucking dire. Now, again, this isn't the end-all be-all gospel of truth. This is mainly from your perspective. But with the Devil card, Seven of Swords, King of Cups reversed, for some reason, you highly fucking suspect that this person is a dishonest, deceitful, manipulative, sneaky, secretive, narcissistic little fuckbag. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Some of you dealing with a Leo. I also have Scorpio, Capricorn, and Virgo here. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Huh. Damn, dog. Why does that got to keep coming out? Okay, well, I tell you what, man, when I did the water sign video, the water signs was pretty fucking positive. So I was thinking, man, hopefully these new person readings for May are going to be fucking positive. Maybe it's just a water sign thing because we're in Taurus season and the air signs are struggling a little bit. All right, let's not waste no more time. Let's see their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions. New person Aquarius is dealing with. What's their energy look like? What are their intentions? Two of Wands for them too. They're mirroring you as far as that goes. There it is. Same goddamn card straight out the gate. Two of Swords. You know what? Do these two cards look familiar? Now, there's one very specific card in here that is throwing a very important monkey wrench in this situation, and that's this. So, I don't think this is their energy. I think they're thinking the exact same thing about you that you're thinking about them. You all are directly mirroring each other. Yep. Y'all are directly mirroring each other. You know what I am going to do, though? I don't do this very often. If it wasn't for that Queen of Wands reversed, I wouldn't have said that. Let me get a real quick little clarification spread on this. Hang on. Real quick little clarification spread. Eight of Wands, reverse. Ten of Cups. So, this is interesting. Okay. Yeah, Seven of Swords again. Okay, so what's happening here is, so what you're picking up on is the fact that they're thinking that about you. Now, am I saying that this person's an innocent little angel? No. I think where this person's mind is they're wondering if you are a lying, deceitful, cheating, whatever. And they're thinking to themselves, I want to figure out where you are so that I can hurt you before you hurt me. See what I'm saying? That's what you're picking up on. So, is this their deepest intentions? No. This is their deepest intentions. However, this is not beneath them. And when it all comes down to it, that has to do with some fucking healing that they haven't done. They haven't healed. A broken person is much more likely to jump the gun and hurt you before you get the chance to hurt them for no fucking reason. Just because they're fucking broken. They broken. They're just broken. They haven't healed from the last time they got hurt. So they still have that trauma response repeating itself in their mind, you know? So, yeah. All right, let's grab the advice. Advice. How about this one? Advice for Aquarius and the new person. Page of Wands reversed. All right, whoops. Queen of Coins. All right. Well, I mean, after a certain point, look, a decision needs to be made. A decision needs to be made. You don't want to sit and waller in this energy for too long. You know, for those of you just now tuning in, I would recommend going and listening to the Libra reading because I dug really deep into, you know, trust issues and what that energy will do. I'm not going to beat that drum again. But you don't want to sit and waller in that energy for too long. After a certain point, again, just like I told Libra, no matter why the energy is there, if it doesn't straighten itself out somehow, back away from this. Just back away. Pay attention to how the energy feels. Okay? I would rather be alone for the rest of my life than be in a relationship with somebody that I don't know if I can trust. Fuck that. Fuck that. I am not going to sit in that energy all day where it's eating away at you, wondering who they may be talking to, what they may be doing behind your back, you know, and that just that gut wrenching. Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't need that fucking energy. The fuck? I would rather be alone. If bathing in that energy is not as bad as being alone, that's a problem. You would rather pick that energy over the energy of being alone? You would rather sit and lose sleep than be alone? You would rather spend 24/7, 365 with your gut in a knot, losing sleep, than just being alone? I'm not saying that the ultimate end-all, be-all goal is to be alone. I'm just saying at some point we need to put our energetic priorities where they need to be. The number one priority is your vibration. The primary law is the law of vibration. That's the primary law. So because the primary law is the law of vibration, the primary goal must be your vibration. So I need to get my vibe right. And if being connected to you fucks up my vibe, deuces. I got to get my vibe right. And I will let anybody out of my life who is fucking up my vibe. Don't let it go on too long like that. That energy's got to get straightened out. Okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my air sign family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget the information for personal readings is in the description. And don't forget, this week, our next round of weekly live $25 readings is going to be on Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So you can pre-order anytime throughout the week on my website. As always, right now, the list of pre-orders is pretty small. So if you order now, you will be in the very front of the line. But you don't have to sit and wait through the whole fucking live stream waiting to hear your reading if you don't want to. If you got shit to do on Saturday, or you just don't want to hear my big loud ass mouth for an hour or 2 hours at a time, that's cool. Then don't. Just come back later when the playback is posted. All the readings will be timestamped in the comments. And on that note, if you want to remain anonymous and you don't want the public to hear your business, you don't have to have your first name read out loud. There's a little place on my website where you can choose what name you want me to read. Anonymous, Virgo 1111, Billy Bob the Butt Sniffer, whatever the fuck you want. Okay? All the information is in the description. Again, that's this Saturday at 11 a.m. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.